Jaya Vivekainand Soiraye Satchit Sukha Swayupaya Swamine Tapahayine Swamine Tapahayine Guruira Brahma Guruira Vishnu Guruira Devo Maheshwaraha Guruira Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuiramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum.
We'll all sing together the Maha Mantra.
Om Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Shri Ram Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Ambe Ambe Mat ki jai, Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki jai.
Page 94. एक बार मोहन मारे मंदिर आवो रे,
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 मारे मंदिर आवो मारवाला,
मारे मंदिर आओ मारवाला,
मारे मंदिर आवो मारवाला,
मारे मंदिर आओ मारवाला,
मारा आंगणिया शोभावो रे,
मारा अंगनिया शोभावो रे,
एक बार मोहन मारे मंदिर आवो रे,
एक बार मोहन मारे मंदिर आवो रे,
मायानी मोदीમાં એક રામ નામ છે,
मायानी मूर्तिમાં એક રામ નામ છે,
માયાની મોદીમાં એક રામ નામ છે,
માયાની મૂર્તિમાં એક રામ નામ છે,
બીજી વસ્તુનો ભાવો રે,
બીજી વસ્તુનો ભાવો રે,
એક વાર મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે,
એક વાર મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે,
નાની સી ઝૂંપડીને મન મારા મોતરા,
નાની सी ઝૂંપડીને મન માર મોતરા,
નાની સી ઝૂંપડીને મન
એકવાર મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે.
શંકર કહે પ્રભુ પ્રેમને આધીન છે.
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 હે તે હરિ ગુણ ગાવો રે.
હે તે હરિ ગુણ ગાવો રે.
એકવાર 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 મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે.
એકવાર 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 મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે.
નાની સી ઝૂંપડીને મન મારા મોતરા.
નાની સી ઝૂંપડીને મન મારા મોતરા.
માટે સંકોચન લાવો રે.
માટે સંકોચન લાવો રે.
એકવાર 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 મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે.
એકવાર 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 મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો રે.
શંકર કહે પ્રભુ પ્રેમને આધીન છે.
શંકર કહે પ્રભુ પ્રેમને આધીન છે.
હે તે હરિ ગુણ ગાવો રે.
હે તે હરિ ગુણ ગાવો રે.
એકવાર 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 મોહન મારે મંદિરે આવો 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 રે.
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 ઓમ શ્રી રામ કૃષ્ણ ભગવાન કી જય. પવન સુત હનુમાન કી જય. શ્રી અંબે અંબે માત કી જય. શ્રી કૃષ્ણ કનૈયા લાલ કી જય.
On page 117. Om Jai 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 Shri Bhagavad Gita.
જય 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 શ્રી ભગવત ગીતા.
Jai 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 Shri Bhagavad Gita.
જય 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 શ્રી ભગવત ગીતા.
Jai 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 Shri Bhagavad Gita.
જય 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 શ્રી ભગવત ગીતા.
जो भी तुम्हारी बात करेंगे,
જો ભી તુમ્હારે પાઠ કરેંગે.
उसको कभी ना दुख करेंगे.
उसको कभी ना दुख मिलेंगे.
जो भी तुम्हारी बात करेंगे,
उसको कभी ना दुख करेंगे।
कितना सुंदर कितना मीठा
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 तुम्ही हो माता तुम्ही हो देवता
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 जय 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 श्री भगवत गीता
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 जो भी तुम्हारे पाठ करेंगे
जो भी तुम्हारे पाठ करेंगे
उसको कभी ना दुख करेंगे
उसको कभी ना दुख करेंगे
जो भी तुम्हारे पाठ करेंगे
जो भी तुम्हारे पाठ करेंगे
जय 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 श्री भगवत गीता
जय 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 श्री भगवत गीता
कितना सुंदर कितना मीठा
कितना सुंदर कितना मीठा जय 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 श्री भगवत गीता
तुम्ही हो माता तुम्ही हो देवता
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 जय 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 श्री भगवत गीता
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 ओम श्री राम कृष्ण
भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय
श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की
जय श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय।
Revered Pravrajika Ishtaprana Mataji, respected elders and loving devotees, Om Namo Narayanaya. We extend a warm and cordial welcome to every one of you to the blessed celebrations of Sri Krishna Ashtami. Sri Ramakrishna says, many good sayings are to be found in holy books, but merely reading them will not make one religious. We must try to practice them. Then we can benefit. Our speaker for this evening is Mr. Avinash Sanichar, who will speak on lessons from the Bhagavad Gita.
Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatam Aham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. I salute that Madhava, the source of supreme bliss, whose grace makes the dumb eloquent and the cripple cross mountains. Her Holiness, revered Pravrajika Ishtaprana Mataji, and loving devotees of God, Om Namo Narayanaya. Spiritual life is a life that is full of joy, meaning, and fulfillment. The Bhagavad Gita is saturated with the divine words of Sri Krishna Bhagavan, which are an everlasting source of inspiration to all spiritual aspirants. The sacred teachings of Sri Krishna contained in the 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita are not only for Arjuna, but for the benefit of all humanity. Devotees derive great joy in reading or hearing these teachings, as they provide inspiration and answers to life's challenges. The tremendous appeal of the Bhagavad Gita is that it deals with human problems in a human way. Sri Krishna guides us by encouraging us to cultivate divine qualities and practice spiritual disciplines to attain God. Sri Ramakrishna advises us that if we wish to achieve a particular goal, we should apply the correct method in order to be successful. If we wish to get butter from milk, we must make the effort to turn the milk into curd and churn it well, and then we can extract the butter. So, if we long to see God, we must begin with spiritual practices like meditation, repeating the name of the Lord, singing His glories, doing charity, and the performance of sacrifices such as the Havan. By performing these spiritual practices, we feel closer to God and also develop the strength to cope with our challenges. The importance of spiritual practices is explained by Sri Sarada Devi when the Holy Mother said, "One who makes a habit of prayer will easily overcome all difficulties and remain calm and unruffled even in the midst of the trials of life. The extent to which we make the effort, to that extent we will benefit. These efforts become easier by keeping holy company, which can be found by reading religious books or attending satsangs. Our holy scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna contain the direct teachings of God and are therefore most beneficial. In chapter 6 of the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says that man should raise himself by his self. Let him not drag himself down, for he himself is his friend, and he himself his enemy. Swami Vivekananda emphasizes this important message by saying, our first duty is not to hate ourselves, because to advance, we must have faith in ourselves first, and then in God. He who has no faith in himself can never have faith in God. The following story inspires us to have faith in ourselves. There was a peacock who was busy admiring his beautiful feathers. Unfortunately, He had a rough voice, which he believed was his flaw. All his joy had disappeared, and he was almost in tears. Suddenly, he heard a nightingale singing nearby. While listening to the nightingale's sweet voice, his own shortcoming became even more evident. He began wondering why he was so unfortunate. At that moment, the Lord appeared and asked the peacock why he was so upset. The peacock complained about his rough voice and how he was sad because of it. "The nightingale has such a beautiful voice. Why don't I?" asked the peacock. After listening carefully, the Lord explained, "Every living being is special in his or her own way. They are all made in a particular way that serves the greater purpose. Yes, the nightingale is blessed with a beautiful voice, but you are also blessed with such a beautiful and glittering plumage. It is important to accept and make the most of what you have." The peacock understood how silly he had been in comparing himself to others and forgetting his own abundant blessings. He realized that everyone was unique in some way or the other. In the same way, we too should never forget our unique blessings and have utmost faith in ourselves. Swamiji says that God is in every man, whether man knows it or not. Every man has in him the potentiality of attaining perfect saintliness. Arjuna raises a question of practical significance in the 6th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna says, "O Krishna, verily the mind is fickle, turbulent, powerful, and obstinate. To control it is as difficult as controlling the wild wind itself." To this, Sri Krishna replies, "Arjuna, undoubtedly the mind is fickle and difficult to control, yet it can be brought under control by steady practice and non-attachment. Steady practice and distancing oneself from unimportant things, according to Sri Krishna, are the two essential tools to gain control over the mind. In this way, we develop good habits and can improve our level of concentration and character. By performing our sadhana every morning and evening, we are able to develop the good habit of steady practice, of meditation, and the repetition of God's holy name." In chapter 12 of the Bhagavad Gita, entitled The Yoga of Devotion, Sri Krishna gives us a succinct explanation of how we should behave and what we need to do to progress spiritually. With regards to our behavior, Sri Krishna says, "He who hates no being, who is friendly and compassionate to all, who is free from the feeling of I and mine, even-minded in pain and pleasure, and forbearing, he, my devotee, is dear to me." Sri Sarada Devi also teaches us that the purpose of one's life is fulfilled only when one is able to bring joy to another. Therefore, by cultivating the right behavior, we are able to please the Lord and perform our duties in the correct frame of mind. The daily recitation of the Gita slokas has been a tradition across generations. In these modern times, is it actually possible to put these Gita teachings into practice? Revered Swami Ranganathanandaji explained, "So far as we are concerned, we have to approach this study in this modern period from a point of view that is different from our traditional way. In the past, people mostly read the Gita as a pious act and for a little peace of mind. We never realized that this is a book of intense practicality, that this is the greatest book of practical Vedanta, capable of helping us to create a society of fully developed human beings. The practical application of the Gita teachings was given for the first time in the modern age by Swami Vivekananda. Sri Krishna gave it several thousand years ago as a practical philosophy, but we converted it into a mere book of piety. When we read those remarkable verses on the meditation verses on the Gita, we find the following idea there. The Gita is compared to the milk taken out of the cow, meaning the Vedas, by Sri Krishna, the milkman. What is the milk for? It is not meant for worship, but it is meant to be drunk for our nourishment. Then alone one can get strength. But all these hundreds of years we took that glass of milk, worshipped it with flowers, and saluted it, but never drank it. That is why we are feeble, physically, mentally, and socially. That will change if we now start drinking this milk and assimilate it. That will help us to develop strength of character, work efficiency, and a spirit of service. The all-compassionate Lord, the all-compassionate and loving Lord, gives us so many ways to worship Him, apply His teachings, and learn how to cultivate virtuous habits. In conclusion, the lessons that emerge as the central theme of Sri Krishna Bhagavan's message in the Bhagavad Gita may be summarized as follows. Firstly, we should bravely face all our situations with utmost faith and conviction to fulfill our duty to family, society, and ourselves. Secondly, we should live in a spirit of renunciation. Sri Ramakrishna teaches us that the goal of life is to realize God, and that we must do all our duties in the world, but keep our mind on God. Rather than holding on to worldly things, we have learnt that we should hold on to the holy feet with God, hold on to the holy feet of God with one hand, whilst doing our duty with the other. Once our duties are completed, we should hold on to the holy feet of God with both hands. May Sri Krishna bless us with the right understanding and guide our every thought, word, and action which we surrender at His lotus feet. Jai Shri Krishna.
Om, page 85. Om, Om.
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार।
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 मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे।
मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे।
गल पुलन की हार।
मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन की हार।
मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन की हार।
मोर मुकुट सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन की हार।
पीतांबर कटी बीच विराजे
पीतांबर कटी बीच विराजे
मुरली अधर सुधार।
वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार।
वीणा तार मृदंगी वाजे
वीणा ताल मृदंगी बाजे
बाजे झांझ सितार।
वीणा ताल मृदंगी बाजे बाजे झांझ सितार।
छन 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 नूपुर बाजे
छन 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 नूपुर बाजे
कर कंकन झनकार।
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार।
सखिया के संग राधा नाचे
सखिया के संग राधा नाचे
नाचे ब्रज की नार।
सखिया के संग राधा नाचे नाचे ब्रज की नार।
ग्वाल बाल सब मिलकर नाचे
ग्वाल बाल सब मिलकर नाचे
कर कर के सिंगार। देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार।
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार।
जल चर मोहे थल चर मोहे
जलचर मोहे थल चर मोहे
मोहे नभ संचार।
जलचर मोहे थल चर मोहे मोहे नभ संचार।
ब्रह्मानंद मुनीश्वर मोहे
सिर ऊपर सोहे गल फूलन के हार
पीतांबर कटि बीच विराजे
पीतांबर कटि बीच विराजे
मुरली अधर सुधार देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार
देखो वृंदावन के कुंज मेरे नाचे नंद कुमार
जल जर मोहे थल जर मोहे
चर चर मोहे तल चर मोहे
नभ संचार
चर चर मोहे तल चर मोहे मोहे नभ संचार
ब्रह्मानंद मुनीश्वर मोहे
ब्रह्मानंद मुनीश्वर मोहे
ब्रह्मसी कुल निरधार देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार
वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार
देखो वृंदावन की कुंज मेरी नाचे नंद कुमार
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 ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। Let us meditate for a few moments, and as we try to contemplate on the beautiful teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, we shall read the meaning of a few verses that we had chanted prior to the Satsang. Those who consecrate all their actions to me, regarding me as the supreme goal, and who worship me, meditating on me with single-minded devotion, to them whose minds are thus absorbed in me, I very soon become, O Partha, the deliverer from the ocean of transmigratory existence beset with death. Fix your mind on me alone. Let your thoughts dwell on me. Hereafter you will live in me alone. Of this there is no doubt. If you are not able to fix your mind steadily on me, O Dhananjaya, then seek to reach me by the yoga of constant practice. If you are incapable of constant practice, be intent on doing actions for my sake. Even by performing actions for my sake, you will attain perfection. If you are unable to do even this, then, taking refuge in me, be self-controlled and renounce the fruit of all actions. Bitter indeed is knowledge than blind practice. Better than knowledge is meditation. Better than meditation is the renunciation of the fruit of action. Peace immediately follows renunciation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Let us lovingly stand and offer the Aarti to Shri Krishna Bhagwan, page 243. आरती कुंज बिहारी के श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी के श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। गले में पैंजन थी माला, माला बजावे मुरली मधुर बाला, बाला श्रवण में कुंद जल काला, जल काला। नंद के नंद श्री आनंद कंद, मोहन वृष चंद, राधिका रमन बिहारी की। श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। गगन सम अंग कांतिकारी, कारी राधिका चमक रही आरी, आरी रतन में थारे बनमाली।
सूरी तिलक चंद्र सी झलक ललित छवि श्यामा प्यारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की जहाँ के प्रगट भई गंगा गंगा कलुष करी हारिणी श्री गंगा गंगा स्मरण ते मोह भंगा बसी शिव श्री जटा के बीच हरे अगति चरण छवि श्री बनवारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की आरती कुंज बिहारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी की श्रीधर कृष्ण मुरारी ओम कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनोहरि सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते हरि ओम तत्सत्।
जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय, महामाई की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय, गंगा मात की जय, महावीर स्वामी जी की जय, सर्व ऋषि मुनियों की जय। पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव की जय। श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया